How's it going, boys, girls, and squirrels, and welcome to the finale of the first arc of Arcane Season 2. I forget if I said this in my first Arcane video, but my prediction for this season is that it's going to have the opposite momentum that Season 1 did. Season 1 started off really strong with its first arc. Those first 3 episodes are some of the best television I've ever seen in my life. And not that the rest of the season was bad by any means, but for me personally, no other episode ever reached the height of episode 3. Started off really strong and then sort of ended up like this. I'm predicting that Season 2 of Arcane is going to start like this and then gradually get up here. And the first 2 episodes of this season have so far reinforced that theory. Episode 1 of this season, not bad, but not great. Episode 2, much, much better. And considering that this is the final season of Arcane, which is wild, that trajectory makes a lot of sense to me. If we look at Season 1 and 2 as one large book, it kind of makes sense that it would do one of these. Strong, hot out the gate opening, then a lot of chapters of establishing this world and the political climate therein, and then huge, dramatic, emotional, epic finale. That's the graph I'm predicting for this. And if that graph is to be believed, that means we can only go up from here. So, let's check out episode 3. So far, every episode this season has opened with a random-ass music video, and so far, this is the best one by a wide margin. Watch it blow! I would rather die alone! Oh fuck, now we're talking. This is some Borderlands-ass music. What a perfect compliment to the war crimes Caitlin's committing right now. That beat drop was the closest this show has felt to being related to a video game IP. Like, that was music I feel like I should expect to hear in a Cyberpunk game or something. I feel like I'm constantly forgetting that Jinx is like a Joker ripoff. I mean, she's definitely more of a Harley Quinn ripoff, but I am always caught off guard every time she pulls some Joker shit like this. I will say, I do think stuff like this, like gimmicks and like arts and crafts antics, make a lot more sense for Jinx's character than it does Harley or the Joker. Because like 90% of the time, she's all chaotic and unpredictable and wild, but then she'll sit down for dozens of hours and bust out an arts and crafts project that takes a ton of patience. You know, like she's not insane, she just has ADHD and there's no healthcare in the underground. And this is the same silly dichotomy that the Joker and Harley Quinn go through as well. Like, they're constantly like, I don't need a plan. Who needs a plan when you have the bat? And then they'll spend more time building goofy set pieces and traps than it takes somebody to get to diamond rank in League of Legends. But the reason I think it makes more sense for Jinx's character is because the show did establish that at an early age, she did have a passion for engineering. Whereas like with Harley Quinn and the Joker, it's like, where's their engineering degree, you know? I told you everything I know!
You're a confessed criminal. You'll spend your retirement in a cell. Check your gear.
Slapping this guy with a life sentence right on the spot is a pretty wild thing to do, isn't it? Pretty bad idea if you want this guy to comply with his arrest at all. Like, if you told me I was going to jail for life before cuffing me, I would be fucking slapping and biting any cop stupid enough to get near me. Whatever, I'm going to jail for life anyway, what do I have to lose?
What does a member of Piltover's Merchant Guild want from me?
I'm not here representing the guild.
Way younger and sexier voice than I was expecting to hear come out of that shriveled old face. Oh, holy shit, she's a wizard! Wild new lore to just drop out of nowhere here, guys. This has been a pretty magicless story up until this point. Like, yes, I know that Hextech is also rooted in magic runes. Like, they have established magic exists, but, like, everything involving Hextech has been, like, science magic. You know what I mean? Like, this is a literal fucking wizard.
My son is dead. Is that not enough to sate your bloodlust?
I haven't insulted your intelligence, Ambessa.
Like, this bitch just straight up teleported. This is a wild type of magic to just drop and have no other character be surprised about. I'm pretty sure this woman's from the same, like, group or cult that LeBlanc is from in the game. So maybe we'll get some LeBlanc action in the future? Oh, the neck break against the table was super unnecessary. This bitch was dead before she even hit her knees.
I think we should cut the others loose.
Damn, they went on one mission and SEAL Team Summoner's Rift is already getting decommissioned for being too soft.
I'm sorry, I can't bring her back, but please, just... Everyone in my life has changed. Promise me you won't change.
I like how Vi's upset that Caitlyn's mad at Jinx for killing her mom. Were you able to keep up with that? That was a lot of names. Like, I don't know, Caitlyn seems pretty unchanged so far to me. She's just pissed at Jinx. I feel like she's allowed to be pissed at the woman who bombed her mom to death. Oh, they kissing! New viewers to my channel are gonna be really confused and maybe annoyed that that was my reaction to this, but I promise you, a kiss that brazen is fucking rare around these parts. Usually I'm lucky if characters are holding hands. An unabashedly gay kiss is like cause for celebration here. Boo! Use the hands, pussy! Be so funny if Vi went to hug Caitlyn with her gigantic robo hands and just instantly paralyzed her. That's so sick. This is the coolest fantasy drug I've ever seen. It's a drug that gets painted onto you over the outlines of your tattoos. That's fucking metal. Oh, and just like that, I'm a furry. Who would have guessed? I didn't know this could happen, but I think I may have just gained enough experience to level up and unlock a new type. Because boy oh boy am I into this snow leopard with boobs.
Perhaps if you hadn't let a child overpower you in your own chamber.
It's not the girl. It's the name. It bewitches people.
True, Jinx's marketing department has been crushing it lately. Her posters are all over Zaun, she's constantly building and handing out new merch. If nothing else, you gotta respect the woman's PR department.
Yes.
That's sick. That's super cool. They're putting on a play about Demacia. I think it's about King Jarvan, right? If not the fourth, then the third. Wasn't there also like a King Jarek or something like that? I ask, knowing that my limited knowledge of League lore is definitely failing me.
We both know you heard every word.
I'm sorry, but I really can't.
Lest, this is vitally important.
God, everybody in this show is so dripped out. I'm surprised the city doesn't have a mold infestation. I swear to God, Caitlyn is one top hat away from turning this show into a Last of Us spinoff.
You're using me to get to her. And then what? You take what you need, hang me out to dry?
God, everybody in this show is so fucking hot, I'm surprised this city isn't experiencing a drought. I swear to God, Caitlyn is one top hat away from turning this show into a Dune spinoff.
Could smell it. Like a cat backed into a corner.
Yeah, well, it takes one to know one, you literal cat in a literal fucking corner. First Smeech called Sevica a rat, and now Whiskers the drug kitten's calling Ambessa a cat. What is there a mirror shortage in Piltover?
Still a kind of language. A sound, but not words. Something raw, natural. That's Wild Runes.
Why is Professor Jace significantly sexier than regular Jace? Something about a man getting all passionate about his wild runes really does it for me, I guess.
It's foolish. Of course, your mother is anything but a fool.
I disagree. I think your mother is a whore, and I'm glad your brother is dead. You gonna maybe do something about it, huh? Maybe? You and your mother aren't very alike, are you?
How do you know so much about its design?
Read what I could, deduced what I couldn't.
Jace will use his hammer to do literally anything other than hammer shit. It's a gun, it's a screwdriver, it's a hot chocolate dispenser, it's his mother-in-law. But you know what it hasn't done this entire season? Get used like a hammer.
Jinx!
finally got the name right.
All this time you've been calling me Jinx. Why do you think my name is Jinx, Vi?
What is this place?
Don't you remember the old Jana bedtime stories Vander used to tell us?
Hey, you guys want to find where Jinx is? Just ramp up security at every store in Piltover that sells spray paint. She's gotta be getting this shit from somewhere. If you just set up cameras in every Joann fabric store, you'd catch her in like a week.
Wild, the kind of crap people get up to when you choke them out.
Dog, wait until you see the wild crap I'm gonna get into once I get Ambessa's hands around my neck. Also, is this setting up Jaina lore? Is fucking Jaina gonna be in this show? Before like 170 other characters who should be in it instead? Dude, if Jaina shows up and like Urgot doesn't, I'll be pissed.
I know you're sweet on her. Hope you got a chance to, you know.
Pork? Now with the gloves on, she hasn't.
I'm ready.
Ready to pork? I bet you Caitlyn's coming home every night just blasting through the doors like, rev up those gloves, cause I am one horny customer.
I have no idea what that is.
Wow, things got real across the Spiderverse real fast.
You walk along the edge of danger.
Is that fucking Wood Kid? I didn't even know this band still existed. This is the perfect band for this show.
You shake the world in your head.
God, that was fucking good. The animation's so sick in this show. I loved Vi catching the Gatling gun. Wow, things got real Spiderverse. That was a lot less of a joke than I thought it was. Caitlyn, change of plans! Change of plans! Quit biting her! She likes it! New tactic, kick her in the balls! But Danny, she doesn't have any balls! Yeah, idiot, that's why she'll never see it coming. I think she even did the little forehead touch thing. What the hell? That was sick. Jinx just teleported a little. This is another instance where the show's art style is kind of in conflict with its plot, because I genuinely don't know if that actually happened or not. I know you're gonna say, you're gonna be like, Danny, obviously that was just like a creative liberty from the art team. But like, was it? This is the same thing that happened with the Grey. Remember when that one dude walked into the Grey and then there was what looked like a giant monster in it? And then later, Caitlyn and Vi gassed the old boxing gym, and there was a monster in that gas too. But the monster in the Grey was seemingly a real monster, and then the monster in the green gas, like, wasn't maybe? This is the same fucking thing, because all the Hextech weapons are going bananas, and then they introduce that Jinx can maybe teleport. And it's like, now my brain's in this weird position where it's like, oh, that could easily just be a cool stylistic thing, but also, maybe this is a hint that Jinx is, like, hex corrupted somehow. You know, like, maybe she's got runes in her blood or something. I don't know. Or, maybe it's just a reference to the fact that she knocked down a tower, activated her passive, and now she's got increased movement speed. I feel like when you introduce something new and mystical, you shouldn't then, in the same scene, introduce something that's, like, artistically mystical. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much a brain can process. Oh wow, things are getting better than Spider-Verse? I don't know. This is giving Across the Spider-Verse a run for its money here. God, that's so sick. She's like a fucking yokai. So yeah, it's clearly a stylistic thing, but honestly, can you blame me? I do like how she's so pissed, she's so chaotic and wild, that even her animation is unpredictable, you know? Oh, let's go, Jace! My boy finally figured out what a hammer does. Fuck, this is so sick, dude. Everything about that was so dope. I love Caitlyn burning Sevica with her glitched out rifle. That was crazy. I love Jinx's flying knee. That hit really hard. No notes there. I do feel like one punch from Vi's gloves would absolutely cut Jinx in half though. Jinx is like 70 pounds of bone and skin, and I'm being generous on the skin. There's no logistical reason Vi's fist shouldn't be through the other side of Jinx right now. Oh shit, she shot her finger off. Kind of a lame finger to shoot off though. He couldn't have gone for an index. She can still shoot a gun with this. Caitlyn, take the shot. I guarantee you won't miss. You just shot Jinx's fucking finger off. I'm pretty sure you can nail her in the head with no problem. Either blow Jinx's unprotected head off or shoot the gun out of the kid's hand. Both are huge targets. Great stuff. Now shoot Jinx.
What are you?
Okay. I will admit, this trolley problem did just become a little bit more difficult. Psych! No, it didn't. Literally just pry this kid off with their big, meaty claws and then shoot Jinx.
Move! Jinx!
Okay, I did know she didn't shoot Vi, but it would be pretty wild. How sick and crazy would it be if Caitlyn just blew Vi's head off and the rest of the show becomes Jinx v. Caitlyn? What a twist. What is this strategy? What is she just... Yo, did she just summon Jaina? Is that what's happening here? She just awakened Jaina from her tomb? Oh shit, did she release the gray on Piltover? Is that what's happening? Is that the gray but colored? Oh, wow, that was a crazy reaction. I felt that in my ovaries. That was a crazy aggressive way to get Vi off of her back. That was fucked. Look, I know I'm not gonna be looked on favorably here, but I do kinda side with Caitlyn. Killing Jinx is so worth risking this kid's life for. So, like, objectively. Jinx is such a public menace. Also, she may have just gassed Piltover. All I'm saying is that every person Jinx kills from here on out will be Vi's fault in my mind. Vi didn't even, like, attempt to get the kid away from Jinx. You know what I mean? At least, you gotta agree that at least roughing up the kid is worth killing Jinx. What the fuck was that? What just ate Mel? That was crazy. Oh, never mind. I guess she just painted Piltover a little bit. I retract my statement. Probably not worth killing a child over.
Good evening. Yesterday, I met with your...
This is the coolest fit anybody has ever worn. God, she looks incredible. It looks like there's a black and gold sun growing behind her head.
I could only be referring to... Caitlyn Karaman.
Whoa, Caitlyn fascism arc, about to go crazy. Dude, I love Ambessa finding weak and vulnerable, like, political figures and just sinking her claws into them. Ambessa's so fucking sick. I just, like, oh god, I love her so much. She's so cool. She's so sick. Please don't kill her in this show. Give her her own show. If they do branch this show off into other spin-offs, I hope Ambessa sticks around and, like, is, you know, ruling Noxus with Swain or whatever. Whatever she is, whatever anyone else is in Noxus. Regardless, I want as much of her as I can get.
Vengeance for your son.
Yeah, cool. This so isn't a twist. Like, of course Ambessa was behind this attack. They practically already told us this. That was so anime. I love that for her. And that was episode 3 of Arcane. Fully proving all of my theories from the beginning of this video. This was the best episode so far, by far, at least in this arc. The fight with Jinx and Vi was crazy. Caitlyn's on her fucking fascism arc, Ambessa's taking the reins. There's a lot of weird rose-based magic going on right now. That's very interesting and confusing. It's dope. It's really ramping up. It's literally what I described, because I remember at the end of season 1, it felt like the last 3 episodes exploded the world. Like, you know, Ambessa showed up, Noxus was introduced, the political scheming started, like, becoming a little more intense, and now it feels like we're still kind of marinating in that, like we're expanding it even further, making the politics more complex. And then the next 2 batches are, like, this very much felt like setup, but in a way that's not, like, a negative. I dug it. God, Arcane's so sick. 1 season, are you sure? What if I gave you money, though? Anyway, let me know what you thought of this arc. Let me know how it compares to Arc 1 of Season 1, the first 3-episode batch. And yeah, let me know how you feel about the Caitlyn situation. How do you feel about Caitlyn? What are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts on Caitlyn, Vi, and Jinx at this given moment. I feel like Jinx is probably gonna win a lot of, like, points with people for, like, protecting the kid. And I think that's bullshit. I think it's gonna be, like, really annoying if somebody, like, comes at me in a comment and is like, actually, but Jinx is trying to protect that kid and didn't want any of this to happen. Just because Jinx was like, no, this isn't supposed to be how it happens. How was it supposed to happen? You know, she rigged all these explosives all over the underground, like, she lured Vi and Caitlyn in, just because all of a sudden she was like, oh, I don't want the kid involved. Doesn't make her any better. They're all complicated characters. Like, they all have huge flaws. They're all morally gray. That's why the show's good. But I want to know your standing on the main 3 girls. I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for, like, where Caitlyn's headed, because Caitlyn's, like, the least interesting to me out of the 3, and now it might be Vi, because Caitlyn's on some villain shit, and this episode kind of leaves Vi and Jinx to an extent in, like, well, now what are they gonna be up to, you know? Like, we leave Caitlyn with a lot of prospects and, like, knowing the direction she's headed in, and now it's like, what, is Vi just gonna be upset for a bit, you know? I'm sure there will be a lot of exciting stuff. We just have no hints as to what it'll be. And I will see you guys next time.
Hold on to me, baby. Won't you come a little closer? Will I live for now?